still again, to solve when we have two equations with two unknowns, except we're not going to have the equations given to us in such a way that x is solved for or y is solved for. Okay, I know I worked with a couple of you on this yesterday. So here it says rearrange before substitution, use substitution to solve. So notice they don't have x is equal to something or y is equal to something. They're just giving us two equations. So in order to use substitution, we have to solve for one of those variables ourselves then. Ethan, which one would be easy to solve for? X. The top x would be real easy to solve for, wouldn't it? Because it's by itself. And maybe it'll... There we go. So that x is easy to solve for. All we have to do is add 2y to both sides, correct? So we add 2y here, add 2y here. That gets rid of this. So my new equation then, and I am going to rewrite it just below it, is x equals -1 plus 2y. So technically now I'm looking at these two equations. Okay. Then we can apply our substitution property just like we've been doing all along, where we take our value for x, which is this, and plug it in for the x here. And we have 2, and in parentheses, I'm substituting this whole part in for x, minus 3y equals 4. That's as much as we're doing, I think. So we'll distribute through the 2, -2 plus 4y minus 3y equals 4. Get my like terms together. I have a plus 4y minus 3y is going to be -2 plus y equals 4. And then I'm going to add 2 to both sides to get this minus 2 away from here. So y equals 6. Then plug that value for y into there. You have -1 plus 2 times 6, -1 plus 12, and that's not a -11. It's positive 11. And that's your value for x.
Wait, I have a question. That y, the 6 that you plugged in for y, would you have 2x minus 18 before?
Say what?
Okay, never mind.
Okay. So the x value of your ordered pair is 11, and your y value is 6, and that's your answer.
I have a question. Does it matter what order you're writing it?
Yes, because it's an ordered pair. Your x goes first, y goes second. Just like it's a coordinate. It's a point on your coordinate plane. So we have to put the x first. Remember that this is a point that we're finding that is the point where these two lines actually intersect, because each of these equations gives us a line, and we're finding the point at which they intersect. Okay, rearrange on this one. Again, I want to use or solve for the variable that's the easiest to solve for, and that y is by itself on the top term. So I'm going to get that by itself. So I'm going to have to subtract 2x. So I have -y is equal to 10 minus 2x, but I don't want -y. So I'm just going to change the sign of each term. Sound good? So my -y becomes plus y, -10 plus 2x. So let me rewrite that. Y equals -10 plus 2x. And then I'm looking at these two equations. Take my value for y, plug it in to that y, I have 4x minus 3 times quantity of negative 10 plus 2x equals 16. 4x plus 30, and I talked to an individual yesterday about this too. This negative in front of 3, you have to include it as part of the 3. You have to distribute that with the 3 in order for things to work out here. Negative 3 times the positive is negative 6x equals 16.
You should have recorded, did you?
I did. 4x minus 6x is 2x plus 30
Maybe negative
equals
time?
16. Yes, it would. Thank you. Then subtract 30. Subtract 30. Negative 2x equals negative 14. And x equals 7. And then we take that, plug it in for our x here. We have negative 10 plus 2 times 7. Negative 10 plus 14 is 4. So y equals 4. Y equals 4. So our ordered pair is 7, 4.
We have another one, right?
Mm-hmm. Alright. Use substitution. Again, this y is here all by its lonesome. So we're just going to subtract 2x, subtract 2x. I'm going to rewrite that.
So you did that on top.
I did it on top on the previous 2, Kelly, because the previous 2 had the y by itself on top here, had the x by itself on top here. Now this one, it just happens to be in the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to rewrite this as up here, y equals 25 minus 2x. So I can have them beside each other that way. Then I'm going to take this, plug it in for y. So 4x minus 2 times the quantity of 25 minus 2x equals 38. And then distribute, including the negative in front of the 2, distribute that through. So it'll be negative 50 plus 4x equals 38. I'm going to add 50 to both sides and then combine my 4x and 4x is 8x equals 88. X equals 11. And then take that, plug it into there. 25 minus 2 times 11. 25 minus 22, y. Y equals 3. So 11, 3. Excuse me? Oh, yeah, thank you. Better put my parentheses, make it an order pair. That's it. So, your assignment, problem set 59, 1 through 30, due Wednesday. I know you have games tonight, you do have early seminar tomorrow, you have seminar today if you were to choose to use that instead of going to Trojan time. And there you go.